Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this opportunity, Madam Speaker, to support this bill. Madam Speaker, first I want to thank the Honorable Makalu. And I know I will tell you through an experience that we saw some of our members, Madam Speaker, when we left Senate after 2013. And we were able to see how they have struggled. And sometimes, yes, a member is given gratuity. But if we had this scheme, maybe the member would have been asked, do you need the gratuity, or do we put it into your scheme and you continue contributing even when you are outside there, especially on a health scheme? Madam Speaker, we have our former colleagues who had created a team, and that team was supporting each other to ensure they have paid money to NHIF for their medical health. And I will tell you today, now that NHIF has gone, I know our fellow members are now back to struggle on matters health. And so while we support this parliamentary pensions bill, one of the things we need to be asking ourselves that is very critical is that we have to.
What is out of order, Honorable Makau?
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I've just heard the honorable member say the NHIF, where former members were enjoying, is no longer there. Madam Speaker, from where I sit, the honorable member is a sympathizer of Kenya Kwanza government. Is she trying to insinuate that SHA is not working or SHIF is not working? Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Elachi.
Honorable Makalu, you are a commissioner, a bigger sympathizer of government because you are a commissioner of this house under the government. And this arm is an arm of government. So there's no member of parliament who is a sympathizer of another arm of government. You should understand that. But having said that, Madam Speaker, I think what Commissioner didn't understand, I think I need to rephrase it. After our colleagues and most of us left, they formed a group. They went to NHIF. They negotiated for a package of health for families, very privately, but all of them are former members of parliament. And therefore, even if SHA is there, which it is there, there's a process they will have to go through for them to come back to have the same package they used to have. And that's why I'm saying it is important, if indeed we had this 13 years ago, Madam Speaker, then they would not have gone through all that to create a package for members who are colleagues, who are former, to get health cover. So what am I saying? That now this will assist every member of parliament that is here. That first of all, you'll get your pension, yes. But I will tell you the most important pension you need is health, Madam Speaker. Because we have seen, we are in a job where, Madam Speaker, everyone hates us. Sometimes I look at the young people here and you feel, because you know, Madam Speaker, you've come here, this is your third term. And I'll tell you, if our young members of parliament do not get pensions, and especially for health, even just getting employment is so difficult. And you know, in parliament, we've been very, very, I would say, very kind to ourselves, or very harsh to ourselves, Madam Speaker, that we create jobs for everyone, and we forget, and even we put a clause that says, if you have ever been a member of parliament, you cannot get that job. So now, Madam Speaker, our youths who have now come, what happens after they leave? I heard the majority leader in the morning giving an example of Toto. And you imagine, now she has started a family. What happens after? So this is one scheme I would tell the Commission, you are doing it, and we want to congratulate you and to thank you for thinking that. But I want us to go further and push through to ensure the health one works even before this. It is critical for those who will be leaving this house, because as Madam Speaker, you said, indeed people say you are coming. It is up to God to know whether you are coming. It will be a very, very small margin and very few people coming back. So as we continue even contributing, Madam Speaker, the other thing we must look at is our staff. I know they have their own health cover, but it's important to also look. It is very wrong also for staff to be in Parliamentary Service Commission, but still find themselves also with other challenges. So if indeed we are an arm of government like any other, you find that the judiciary, Madam Speaker, they take care of themselves. The executive, the CS, they take good care of themselves. We have reached a point in this 13th Parliament, Madam Speaker, I will tell you, we have refused to take care of ourselves. We have refused to appreciate we are also in a job group that you went out there and looked at. Yes, it is politics, but it's a job also you are doing for now, for 5 years, and then they will evaluate you and see whether you are coming back. Can we start taking care of ourselves from our food, from our catering? Can we have a wellness place of eating food that is of wellness, Madam Speaker, so that we stop these diseases that we are finding ourselves, diabetes, pressure, and all, just because we have refused to check the catering. Let us be honest and take care of ourselves. With those few remarks, I beg to support.
Member for Saku, Honorable Raso.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I rise to support this groundbreaking bill. Yesterday, the minority leader raised something also very important about the members of parliament, those who sit in this house and those who sit in the Senate. Honorable Speaker, the bill about pension is about the welfare of members, those who are here, those who have preceded us, and those who are likely to succeed us. Honorable Speaker, being a member of parliament is considered a prime job. You become unemployable immediately after you lose the seat. Or even if you don't lose the seat and you move away, you actually become unemployable. You are considered to be very wealthy. You are considered to have been on high salaries. That in Kenyan parlance, you call it super scale. So for that reason, you are not an ordinary citizen. And that is where all members who pass through this house must understand whether you are a fresh man or woman, or whether you are a 3-term or a 4-term member. Madam Speaker, pension or pensioners, as you retire or you lose a seat, your income is reduced. Your friends also are reduced. When we are in this house, we have very many friends that your phone is jammed. But as soon as you lose the seat, actually nobody bothers to even greet you on the street, because people know that maybe you have a bank loan, you want to ask for assistance. Even lawyers, as you approach them, because your mortgage has run out, you want the firm of lawyers that normally call you, if you approach them, they are very reluctant to even take your call, let alone assisting you pro bono, because you used to sit in this house. Madam Speaker, they say health is wealth. I think the 4 bills that we have passed in this House about the universal health care, the SHA and the SHE. One thing we as a House, we must stand on our feet to make sure that Kenya has a good health system that will not just serve this generation, but for posterity. Today, what is making the life of Kenyans